I, female 28, have been seeing my boyfriend 30 for slightly over a year now. He has 2 kids, a female tween and a male pre-tween from his past relationship, and has them every other weekend. We don't live together. He shares an apartment with his brother and I live alone in the apartment I own. I don't like people in my space and kids even less so. My home is my sanctuary. Recently my boyfriend asked if he could move in with me. He's usually a chill guy and I was considering it, but I decided against it since he's a dad and wherever his home is, his kids would have a right to it too. I don't want kids messing up my home. I told him no, but he started begging, saying how his brother wants to move his girlfriend in, they want him out, and he can't afford an apartment by himself. He went ahead saying since I own my apartment, he could save up on rent as well. I stood stern on my decision and told him while I understood his situation, I didn't want to open my home to kids. He tried saying how it's just 4 to 6 days a month and he'll make sure they behave. I refused to relent and now he's calling me an idiot, cause of whom he'll lose custody. If he can't find a good home, his ex will sue him. Am I the idiot for not letting my boyfriend move in because I don't want kids in my space and may cause him to lose custody? Edit, it's not a serious relationship, at least I never considered it to be. He stays over 2 or 3 nights a week at most. We've never talked about commitment, long-term or moving in before. In the beginning, I had told him I didn't want anything serious and he'd agreed to keep it casual. I'm not child-free, I do hang out with kids. I have nieces and nephews I babysit at their home or take out for fun. I haven't met my boyfriend's kids because he said we weren't serious and didn't want to bring random people into kids' lives. I accepted because we aren't serious. This asking to move in was out of the blue. I don't want kids in my apartment because kids tend to be destructive and make a lot of noise. I've seen what his kids have done to the apartment he shares with his brother. They've legit broken a Mac laptop of his. If they were teens or better behaved, I might have considered more. So he wants to move in and not pay rent because you own your apartment so he can save on rent? That would be a red flag for me and an absolute no-no. Not the idiot, since you both agreed you're not serious. He's in trouble and you are the easy way out of his financial problems. Do not let the dude move in. Yeah, this guy is, reading between the lines, broke as heck. He'll be leeching off her. He's calling me idiot because of whom he will lose custody. I'd wash my hands of him after he said that. If he loses custody, it'll be because he's not financially stable enough to afford his own place. It's not OP's role, as the casual girlfriend who's never even met the children, to provide him and his kids a stable home. Also, he said that he intends to save enough money to move out, which shows he sees moving in as a convenience, not something he wants to do to take a step forward in his relationship with OP. Right? This is the thing to focus on. This man has children. He knows what he has to do to retain custody of them, and he's somehow failed to plan beyond, I will sponge off the person who's been very clear for a year that she doesn't care for children in her home. And he thinks a successful plan to sponge off the OP is to insult her until she gives in. $10 says living with the brother was only supposed to be temporary until this guy got on his feet financially. This dude is a mess. The OP needs to say, it's been fun, but it's clear we want different things. Good luck. My husband, 32, is a complete mama's boy. He'll call his mother for hours, talk to her, and spend time with her more than he does with me. I recently hit my 6-month mark in my pregnancy and asked my husband to help me get ready with all sorts of things for the baby. He said that would interfere with time spent with his mom, and I replied, yeah, it might, but I need you more right now and would prefer if you did that some other time. He gave me an offended look and said, you know my mom comes before you. I was shocked, but I explained to him that we just needed to get ready with a few things here and there, and that I wouldn't need more help later in the week. He just ignored me and went to his mom's house. After a while, she called me and said, I won, in a snarky voice, and I just bit my tongue and said, maybe I'll win next time, and she hung up. I could hear my husband laughing in the background, which angered me for a while, and I was walking around carrying things upstairs. It hurt like heck, but I got it done. I decided to paint the nursery walls another day. Our anniversary rolled around a couple weeks later. I woke up, got my husband's gift ready that day and cooked his favourite meal. He returned from work and I was upstairs in the bathroom and he left. I got all eager and happy that he was bringing some surprise and waited in the living room. 30 minutes go by and I call him saying, where are you? He replies, oh, I'm at my mom's house. I don't appreciate what I said here, but I told him, she might as well be having your kid. You clearly seem like you're with her. I hung up the phone and it was probably on speakerphone. Minutes later, I got a bunch of texts from them saying that I shouldn't be jealous, respect my mother-in-law, and maybe find something to do instead of being a bitter idiot. Am I the idiot? Bro, dude, homie. I stopped reading. You know my mom comes before you? Absolutely not. Get out of that relationship and start collecting child support. You are not the idiot, but why are you married to this man? You are the idiot to yourself. He's told you and has shown you many times that you and the baby are not important. Why are you still there hoping for change? Surely there were signs of things to come before your marriage and pregnancy. Why are you still there? Girl, wake up. Your husband has clearly shown you that he's a mommy's boy and his family is deranged. You need to go and see a divorce lawyer urgently and get the heck out of your marriage before your baby is born. Yeah, OP needs to use this time with him away to set things up, then move out. Why is OP putting time and effort into a nursery where she'll care for a child as a single mom? Moving out and being a single mom with child support is better. OP should be moving wherever she has family and leaving the mistake of marrying this man behind. Oh wow, condolences OP on being the pregnant side chick. You're a fool if you stay with this man. You were robbing yourself and your child of the life you could have. Even if you never find someone else to love, you could have a life of being respected and treated as a worthy person and not be second class in your own home. Dump his sorry button, make a life for yourself and your child that doesn't include his mother. It's time to get a good divorce lawyer and look into getting primary custody, because I have a feeling he would try to take the baby away from you so he and his mom can raise the baby together. This. If anything, shared custody would only allow the mother-in-law to badmouth OP to the child against her. Mother-in-law is very toxic. When OP wins sole custody, she needs to call mother-in-law and say, I won. My wife loves the show Yellowstone, and she has lots of relatives that farm and ranch. She, however, is a city girl. I decided to blow a wad of cash on her birthday on something useless. I bought her a cowboy hat. A very expensive cowboy hat, over $600, from a place that does custom fitting. I got myself one as well, and I got it fitted to my big melon head. It fits perfectly and it's actually really comfortable and useful. I can understand why they're working hats. My wife was asked by the salesperson if her hat fit. She said yes. I told her to get it fitted so it would be perfect. The salesperson said it was no problem. My wife said it went really well and didn't need extra attention. It blew into the ocean while we took a whale watching tour. She said she wanted to go back to the store to replace it. I asked her if her budget could handle it. She's mad at me now for not replacing it. I don't think I should have to spend more money because she hates being a bother and making people do their jobs. Am I the idiot for telling my wife I will not replace her birthday gift that she destroyed with her silly people-pleasing? Not the idiot. She hates to be a bother but is bothering you to replace her hat? So it's not that she doesn't want to be a bother, she seems A-okay with bothering you. You bought her a wonderful gift and she had the opportunity to tell them that it didn't fit. I'm a people pleaser, but your wife needs to understand that it blew away because it didn't fit. After all, she didn't say anything. She can't expect you to buy her a new one, especially if it's expensive. You are the idiot. Do you know if your wife understood that a hat fitting means that the wind won't blow it off your head? Because I didn't. I don't usually wear hats, but if a hat was tight enough on my head, it wouldn't blow off from a gust of wind. I would say it was too tight and didn't fit. She probably felt that it was comfortable, so it fit. I'm not saying that she should get another hat if you don't have the money, but you are being kind of a jerk about it. If you get your hat fitted, you can, for example, ride 3,000 pounds of angry steak without it falling off. She grew up in a city in rodeo country. She has relatives who do rodeo. She's well aware of why you get expensive hats fitted. She adjusts her baseball caps until they fit correctly. I took her to a store that literally custom molds them to your head. She chose not to use the free service. You're being unreasonable and quite frankly an idiot about this. It was an accident. Heck, over half my family owns cattle and property, but I wouldn't know the first thing about how a cowboy hat is supposed to fit. If it's comfortable and feels good, I'll say it fits. I don't want that crap squeezing the sides of my head until I get a headache, which is how you're making it sound. Stop putting words in your wife's mouth. She didn't say anything, not because she's a people pleaser. You said it yourself. She's a city girl. She doesn't know how it's supposed to fit. The store people asked her, not told her. You sound like a huge idiot. Replacing the gift isn't the decider on whether you're an idiot. It's how you treated your wife over a mistake. I, 26 male, took a little friend vacation with my close friend group this weekend. A few of them invited their SOs, and I've been dating my girlfriend, 25, long enough that bringing her along wouldn't be awkward. So my girlfriend gets along with all my friends very well, excluding one. My friend Jessica, 25, is very nice, and in many ways she's very similar to my girlfriend. I think this is just one of the cases where similar people just repel because, on paper, they should be very good friends. They aren't outwardly rude to each other, however they clearly don't vibe. So, 3 things happened on this trip that led to disaster. On our first day there, we planned on going to the beach. While we were getting ready, my girlfriend told me she was feeling bloated and she forgot to pack a one-piece to wear. I told her we could chill in the room and she said she wanted to go down to the beach, but we should buy one at the resort shop. On our way down, we ran into Jessica and I told her we were going to the shop to look for a new bathing suit. Jess then offered to let my girlfriend borrow one of hers, but my girlfriend immediately rejected it and said we'd buy one. We were at a bar drinking and dancing. Jess is only about 5'5" and probably less than 130. She's also pretty much skin and bones, so she's a lightweight. Eventually, she got pretty lit and was finding everyone and trying to get us to take a shot. I was down with it when she got to us, but my girlfriend wasn't. I told her it'd be fun, but she said no, and Jess said we were being boring. So I just took a shot with Jess. This set her off. The final issue was that the next day, my girlfriend and I were late for breakfast because we were getting intimate and lost track of time, which was wrong of us. So apparently, Jess said she'd come to get us, and as she walked past our door, she heard zoo noises, and then she went back down to everyone else and said that we were occupying each other in maybe a minute. When we got downstairs, the group was cracking jokes, which I thought was no big deal. Then they said Jess heard us and my girlfriend got mad. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. My girlfriend snapped at her and told her that Jess had been catty to her all trip and she's just been trying to have a good time. She told her to stop being such a pick-me witch to her. This caused Jess to cry. I told my girlfriend she needed to apologize to her and resolve whatever beef they had. My girlfriend said that Jess needs to apologize for acting like she did and that I'm being an idiot for taking her side. We've been fighting about this since we returned, and things are now awkward with Jess. My friends are split on this, as some think that my girlfriend was being overboard, while others think she may have a point, which I don't understand. Am I the idiot? You are the idiot. You said Jess was skin and bones and then offered your girlfriend to wear her bathing suit. Unless your girlfriend is skin and bones, catty. I'm sure the whole conversation around doing shots was simplified from your end, given that you don't understand how ridiculous it is that she offered your girlfriend one of her bathing suits. She offered to come up and get you, I'm guessing because no one else needed an excuse to interrupt you guys except her, and then said she heard zoo noises. Dude, your friend Jess is catty as heck. Your girlfriend owes her nothing. Jess has him wrapped around her little finger, which sounds problematic. OP specifically mentioned how petite and lightweight Jess was. I wouldn't want to try on her swimsuit either. That sounds like a Pandora's box of body insecurities nobody should open. We're all ignoring that it's possible Jess specifically offered her own because she knew they weren't the same size and wanted to draw attention to it. My dude, it's telling that Jess gets a name in this story, but your girlfriend doesn't. Jess does sound like an annoying pick-me who tried to get under your girlfriend's skin, and you're taking her side, which I'm guessing is exactly what Jess wanted. If I were your girlfriend, I'd be seriously considering if I wanted to continue competing with another girl for my boyfriend. And no, I wouldn't. So you need to ask yourself if Jess is worth losing your girlfriend for and act accordingly. My sister Bella, 35 female, has 3 kids. Ali, a teen female, Katie, a young teen female, and Jasmine, a kindergartner female. A year ago, Bella got engaged to a man, Henry, 36, with 2 sons. Zach, a teen, and Xavier, a toddler. Katie and Ali were unhappy about this. They don't like Zach or want to live with a baby. Since their parents got married in a few months, both girls have had to babysit Xavier and Jasmine at least once, each on their own and together. Ali is mad at Bella and makes that clear. Bella grounded. Ali for being disrespectful to them. Ali's only harsh because she's unhappy about these people living with her. She also refuses to take a nice photo with Zach. Katie has also expressed that she's unhappy with them, but she's meek and does what she's told, so her mom is fine with it. Bella says they just have to get used to it. She thought I'd take her side, but I told her she was selfish for bringing these boys into her daughter's home against their will, and that she should either not have gotten married or waited until they moved out. Now Bella won't let me talk to her kids. Am I the idiot? Edit, marriage wasn't the rush according to Bella. They loved each other and just had to do it quickly. They dated for about a month and the kids met less than a month before the wedding. Xavier's mom is some girl in jail. He had her pregnant soon before they were all getting married. And no, he doesn't babysit his own kids. Why on earth did your sister marry this man? Like, what in the world? This woman got engaged when this man got another woman pregnant. You say they were engaged for 1 month. This woman is not acting like a mother responsible for her 2 children. She's making poor decisions. Of course her children don't like it. Their mother is moving fast with a man, and now their lives are thrown upside down, and there's a baby in the mix. It seems it was a quick turnaround from getting some girl pregnant and dating OP's sister, then on to marriage, and the dude doesn't have to babysit. I think Henry needed a replacement mum or babysitter ASAP. OP, you're not the idiot. This is a huge change for her kids and more responsibility for them, and their mom seems to have the attitude of, they should suffer so I can be happy, without acknowledging her daughter's complaints. Guess who isn't going to be involved in her kids' lives once they can get out? OMG. Your sister will probably be facing a world of legal and financial troubles because she literally cannot know who this man and his kids are that quickly. He could be a narcissist in the love bomb stage and ruin her life. He could be a criminal and get his ex in trouble, hence the jail. No one goes from dating to pregnant to being in jail quickly enough that this timeline makes sense. Boy, is your sister always this naive. She needs a reality check. Be prepared for Ali to show up on your doorstep.